What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Tuesday, July 18th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard to start us off.
Yes, I am 0 for 0 right now. We are recording at 7:11 Central Time yesterday as you guys are watching. But yesterday I gave out the Detroit Tigers on the money line versus the Kansas City Royals. I had a commenter saying that he's going to be back in the Kansas City Royals because it's a long trip for the Tigers. These guys are flying all over the country every day for their sport. It doesn't matter. I have complete confidence in the Tigers.
Yeah, Trey, I have the Baltimore Orioles on the money line against the Dodgers. They are currently up 3-0 in the top of the fourth, so hopefully they keep that lead. Hopefully we take the win there. But, Trey, let's take a look at our picks for today. Start us off.
Yes, hopefully they win there for you and so they can parlay that momentum into today with me because I'm going to be taking the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Baltimore Orioles game. And I wouldn't be mad if we get to see this game in the World Series because I think both teams are going to be buyers and probably at the same position at starting pitching. But in this game, I got to give the starting pitching edge to the Baltimore Orioles because Los Angeles, they're throwing out Michael Grove in this game, and he's been less than stellar on the road for the Dodgers this season. And he's pitched in 4 road games this season, turned it to an 0-1 record with a staggering 11.15 ERA this season, with a somehow even worse 2.48 whip. There's a great chance he gets lit up on the road in this game against the loaded Baltimore Orioles offense. And Baltimore, they're throwing out one of their best pitchers in this game, and Tyler Wells. Wells, he's pitched in 9 home games this season, turned it into a 4-3 record with a 2.57 ERA. And he's been elite at home because he has a 0.82 whip. He does not allow a lot of base runners when he's pitching at home, and it should continue in this game. And that's why my first pick is going to be the Baltimore Orioles on the money line in this game. I'm going to give out 2 picks for you guys because this is going to be a battle of top 7 offenses. And the Dodgers, they're the 3rd-ranked scoring offense in baseball, averaging 5.50 runs per game. And the Orioles, they're just slightly behind them at 7th in the MLB. They average 4.98 runs per game. But with Grove on the mound, I think they could easily exceed that 5-run average in this game. That's why I'm also going to be taking the Baltimore Orioles over 4.5 team total runs. It's just laughable how low that is. They average that and put Michael Grove on the mound, and they're definitely exceeding that in this game. So those are going to be my 2 picks in this game, the Baltimore Orioles on the money line and their over 4.5 team total runs versus the Dodgers.
Yeah, try to like both of those plays. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Minnesota Twins going up against the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to give out 2 plays, and I'm going to play them both straight up. It's going to be the Seattle Mariners to win the first 5, and I'm also going to take the Mariners on the money line. I'm going to take Bryan Woo as my pitching prop tonight, so I'm going to leave him for later on, but just know I have the utmost confidence in him to go out there and dominate the Twins. The Minnesota Twins this season are 24th in the MLB with a 233 team batting average, and they are ranked 21st in the MLB in runs scored per game as well. The over-under in this game is set for 7.5 tomorrow, so Vegas doesn't think there's going to be a lot of runs scored, and neither do I. Neither of these teams are very good offensively, but I do like Bryan Woo more than Ober in this game on the mound. The Mariners offensively are worse than the Minnesota Twins in batting average by just 0.1 points, and the Mariners do score more runs than the Twins this season. This is going to be a very gross game to watch, but I will be taking the Seattle Mariners to win the game, and I'm also going to take them on the first 5, having Bryan Woo on the mound to start the game. So those will be my 2 plays for tomorrow. Trey, let's take a look at some player props from yesterday. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 0 as well because I gave out Julio Rodriguez under 7.5 fantasy score versus the Twins and Matt Manning under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Royals. I was feeling like an undies day yesterday, and I have a good feeling it's going to pay off for me. I'm going to go 2-0. I got to hold out hope.
Yeah, I like the undies play, Trey. I have Adley Rutschman over 1.5 bases. He is over 2 so far. A lot of game left, though. Then I have Jordan Lyles, who just kicked off over 2.5 earned runs against the Detroit Tigers, looking to go 2-0 there. Looking for a sweep tonight, Trey. We need the sweep. Let's take a look at our plays for tomorrow, though. Start us off.
Yes, and I'm going to start it off with J.D. Davis over 1.5 total bases versus the Cincinnati Reds. It's just another beautiful day outside. It's another beautiful 5th day in the calendar year because Luke Weaver, he's just right back on the mound, and our lucky guy is going to be J.D. Davis in this game because Weaver, he's just been so very bad for the Reds this season. He's pitched in 15 games, turned that to a 2-2 record with a flat 7 ERA, with a 1.62 whip, and has allowed 17 home runs in his 15 games. That is no bueno. And Davis, he should easily be able to cash this over prop for us in this game because we have a lot of great trends going in our favor. Because Davis, he actually plays a lot better on the road because he has a 286 road batting average, and he's collected 42 hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple, and 7 home runs in those 41 road games. And Davis, he's also hitting right-handed pitching a lot better this season because he has a 276 batting average. And lastly, with how bad Weaver is this season, there's bound to be some runners on base when Davis walks up to the plate, which is great news for us because Davis is hitting 290 this season with runners on base and hitting 300 whenever they're in scoring position. So give me J.D. Davis to go over 1.5 total bases versus the Reds.
Yeah, sure. I love that play. For my batting prop tonight, I'm going to be looking at Rafael Devers, over 1.5 bases going up against the Oakland Athletics. I love this play for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that he's getting a well-needed rest night tonight in his first game against the Oakland Athletics because out of the All-Star break, he has been absolutely on fire. So he's going to be well-rested coming into this game. And I also love him because he's getting a very good pitching matchup going up against Luis Medina, who I will say, every time I talk about him, it seems like he gets pulled from the start. But right now, he is the starting pitcher tomorrow for the Oakland Athletics, so I'm going to run with it. Medina actually pitched against the Boston Red Sox in his last start, giving up 7 hits and 4 earned runs over 6 innings of work. I think he's going to get beat up by the Red Sox again in this game, and I would love to see Rafael Devers continue his hot hitting streak after the All-Star break, as he's now had 3 home runs in the first 3 games out of that All-Star break. He has collected 6 hits and 13 at-bats, seeing the ball very well right now. Coming off a day's rest, he's going to have himself a great game tonight. So that is where I'm going with my first play, Rafael Devers, over 1.5 bases. Trey?
I love that. And then my pitching prop, it's going to be Julio Teheran, over 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Phillies. And it hurts me. If you guys watched our channel for a while, you know that there's been about 3 or 4 occasions that I've thrown out Julio Teheran under, and he's cashed for us almost every time. So it's just brutal throwing out his over here, but he's just been bad for the Brewers here over his last couple games. Because over his last 2 games, he's pitched in 11 and 2/3 innings while allowing 13 runs on 16 hits, while also allowing 4 home runs. And he's not getting any favors in this loaded Phillies lineup because their first 6 batters, they're just absolutely loaded and can stack up with the best of them in the MLB. Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, and JT Realmuto. That is a tough first 6 batters to get through, and I don't think Julio Teheran's going to get through them with ease in this game because that offense averages 2.68 runs per game in the first 5 innings, which is ranked 11th in the MLB. And also historically, Teheran, he has struggled against the Phillies because over his last 5 games versus Philadelphia, he has an 0-3 record with a 6.94 ERA. I like our chances for Teheran to struggle in this game versus the Phillies, so give me him to go over 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Phillies.
Yeah, Troy, I like that. For my pitching prop, I'm going to take Bryan Woo, under 2.5 earned runs allowed against the Minnesota Twins. This is another guy that I had written off after his first start in the MLB. This guy reminds me a lot of Brian Bayo, but after I watched him pitch against the Angels and the White Sox in his next 2 starts, something flipped in my brain. And since then, you can ask Trey, or if you know any of the members on our site or on the YouTube channel, I have taken Bryan Woo every single time he is on the mound. Since that first game that we saw him pitch, he has gone 6 consecutive games, allowing 2 runs or less in all 6 of those games. He has worked that 27 ERA down from game 1 all the way down to 3.63, and it hasn't always been easy for him. Most of the games after the first game, he looked much more comfortable on the mound, and each game he's gotten better and better with his confidence rising, but he has been in a lot of jams. The last 2 games especially, he found himself in 2 situations where he had runners on second and third with 1 out or no outs, and he found a way out of both of those jams. The Minnesota Twins are pretty brutal this season on offense, only having a 233 team batting average, and the only thing that I can think of that would lose us this bet is a 3-run home run. I'm going to continue to trust Woo as he takes the mound against the Twins tomorrow, going under 2.5 earned runs as my last play. Trey, that'll do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Tuesday, July 18th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.